Good morning, everyone. What is time today? 11:30 to 12. It's time for Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. I am Melissa Ducas. I'm the founder and CEO of My Coffee Connect. It's a quality connections for business to business. I am so excited and thrilled to introduce to you the one that we're going to talk about the healthy life, which I love because I really need it because I just turned 50. So I just have to learn something healthy life, especially for the eating habits. So let me tell you about her. She is a certified health coach with Hollis Healthy Living, inspires healthy living through simple changes. She provides individual and group sessions, wellness workshops, and health presentations focusing on the four pillars of health: lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. She is specialized to work with parents and children, pregnant, nursing mothers, and prime timers, adults preparing, entering, or enjoying their mature years. Holly has a degree in biology from the University of Pennsylvania, a master's in education at NYU, and a master's in special education at Hunter University. She taught for 8 years in various fields of special education, predominantly with elementary students with language based learning disabilities. As a health coach, she has participated in international health summits, podcasts, health panels, and wellness workshops. To inspire healthy living, Holly provides education and coaching in a fun and interactive way, focusing on the unique health journey and experience of each person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Holly Steinberg of Holly's Healthy Living.
Thank you so much for having me, Melissa. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you for that wonderful introduction.
Yes, and I love reading your bio. I get to know more about you. And you have a lot of master's degree. How cool is that? And that's why you are really, really um, uh, excited to talk to you about the health and wellness. So, how did you start this business? Who inspired you? And how did you start your business?
Well, I started off with my dad as a surgeon, and so I've always been fascinated with the medical field and human anatomy and how the body works. I was planning on becoming a doctor after college, but then I ended up going into education and starting my own family. But I would say my dad and his love of medicine and being able to see that firsthand definitely inspired me. And I would say also my children inspired me because what I do, all I try to strive to be and help other people is to motivate and basically model for my own children. So I want them to live their healthiest life and the best life that they can live. And I hope to be a model of that as well.
Well, we have some viewers right now. Just joined. Who is that, Meta Kane? Do you know her?
No, I don't. Hi there.
Oh, hi there. Thank you for watching, and keep doing comments for your questions if you have any questions. So tell us more about what is Holly's Healthy Living.
So basically, it's a way of a platform that I can work with people to inspire healthy living. My philosophy is these small changes for a healthier life. I believe in not extreme changes and these extreme programs that some people do. I don't really focus on weight loss. I focus more on healthy living. I love working with children in particular because so much of what we do with our lifestyle and nutrition affects growth, brain development, cognitive function, as well as academic performance, which is a big issue with a lot of students. So I work with a lot of groups of people. But with everybody I work with, I focus on those four pillars of health that I mentioned, and I can talk more about that as well. So basically, it's my way of being able to work with individuals to inspire, once again, those small changes for a healthier life.
So tell me, why did you get into health coaching?
Well, because I love working with kids. I was in the classroom for many years. I still teach on the weekends, so I still get my first and second graders, students. So I get that luckily, but I really wanted a chance to work with people individually and sometimes with groups to focus and hone in on those healthy living principles. Because as a mom of 3 girls, I really see the struggles that moms have, and even my own struggles. You know, it's a journey. I am not a perfect eater. I don't have a perfect lifestyle. Nobody does. But I strive to live the healthiest way I can and inspire my children and my family to do that as well.
So what is your favorite piece of advice for health?
Oh, there's so many good nuggets, but I would say attitude plays so much with your health. Mm-hmm. Not only your attitude about your body image and how you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, but your attitude about your own healthy lifestyle. So what we do now will prepare us later on down the road. Dr. Sears, a well-known doctor, calls it the IRHA, which is the Individual Retirement Health Account. So what we do now is preparing for our later years in life. So it's so important that we take care of ourselves now. Now, that being said, I want people to understand it's a journey. There's no perfect life. You're going to have peaks and valleys, ups and downs. You know, the extreme thinking of, I can't eat something, restriction, I can't do something because I need to be healthy. That's not really what I try to promote. I try to promote moderation, sustainable change, and understanding that we're not perfect, that we're going to have ups and downs, but that's okay. And being okay with that.
That's good. So I have a lot of questions within right now. So be ready.
I'm ready.
Because of COVID-19, I know what are the things that we really need to be aware. Do we need to have a lot of vitamin C? I drink, the lemon juice, but the small ones. We call it calamansi. I don't know how is that in English here. The small one, green. I do four of that, but I think I'm gonna do it down. I don't want to be too acidic, but I like drinking that. How will you know if you're too much for vitamin C?
Oh, good question. All right. So one of my philosophies is, unless you have a deficiency in some vitamin or nutrient, what usually your doctor can tell you that, I'm a big proponent of eating your nutrition, getting your whole foods in and getting your vitamins, minerals, and nutrients through whole foods. So for me and my family, we really focus on eating our nutrition, eating our fruits and vegetables in particular, especially to get the vitamin C and some of the other important things that we need. So I usually say to try eating high, fruits and vegetables and other things that are high in those minerals and vitamins first. If you cannot, fulfill a deficit, or if you are looking for a supplementation, then go a different route. But I really promote that healthy eating and the whole foods. So much of what we eat provides the vitamins that we need. And a lot of people over supplement. Yeah. And the issue with supplements is that a lot of them are not approved, and they often will say they have certain things in them, but don't necessarily have them. Your body doesn't necessarily absorb them. They often flushed out of your body. So that's something you can always check with your doctor. And I always say, go with what your medical practitioner says, because they are certified and they know what they're talking about for you individually. But when I work with people in coaching sessions, I always like to really try to up the nutrition with the whole foods. So every individual is different. I can't tell you exactly how much vitamin C you need. But however, a lot of the synthetic or fragmented vitamin C supplements are often not absorbed and sometimes can actually affect other nutrients in your body. So you do have to be careful what you take. Just because someone says, oh, this is going to help your mood, or this is going to help prevent something, you have to always do your research. There's a lot of claims out there. Just be educated, do your research, or if not, speak to a doctor or a health coach or somebody that can help you and educate you.
So what are the guidelines for you to eat? I saw you post something like colorful, like green, red, whatever. So give us some tips on what is like the particular food that we can do in one plate. Like what is a good thing for breakfast? What is a good thing for lunch? What is a good for dinner? Is it good? Is it lighter for dinner? Like heavy for breakfast? And then is it really breakfast? Is it really important to have a breakfast? Because sometimes I skip breakfast and go to lunch.
Well, this is a very heavy question because you've added a lot in there.
Yeah,
So
I know.
part of it in time. Hopefully I'll get to all parts of it. So in terms of how much, always what in your diet, you know, I'm not a big proponent of saying you need to have this many grams of protein unless you're there, you have a certain lifestyle. I'm more about adding protein with every meal and snack. So lean proteins are very important. They help stabilize your blood sugar. They help you feel more satiated. So I really recommend a lean protein of some sort at every meal and snack, because that will help. There's something called your glycemic index with your blood sugar. It goes up and down, right?
Okay, question. Protein. You said protein. What are the protein foods? Do you know?
Okay, so lean proteins could be animal-based protein or plant-based proteins. And then you have proteins that are can be complementary together. For instance, an example would be a bean and a legume, or a grain and a legume, or a grain and a bean. So for instance, a good example is rice and beans together make a complete protein.
Okay.
Quinoa is a grain, but it is a complete protein. So there's great resources now. I know you
See, a lot of that.
know. And eggs are a source of protein. Dairy, fish, meats. We got meats and poultry. So there's a lot of sources of protein out there. As a society, though, I think in American society, we really tend to focus more on those carbs and a little bit less. I mean, this is a general statement. I'm not meaning everybody, but a lot of our society we eat more carbs and less protein. And protein is very important. And then the other thing that's very important is adding healthy fats. You know, when I was growing up in the 80s, I was, growing up, there was this phase of no fat, low fat, right?
Oh, yes.
Low fat, no fat. The issue with that is healthy fats are so important to us. So our brains are made up of 60% of fat.
Okay.
And so that's important to know. And the other thing is our cell membranes, what protects our cells is fat. So a lot of our fatty acids are in our receptors in the cells. And I'm sorry if I get a little scientific. I don't mean to get too much into that, but healthy fats are so important for cognitive performance. They are finding, for instance, omega-3 fatty acids, like in salmon, olive oil, avocado. Those types of foods are so important for helping us in our brain system, our brain cells, and actually helping to prevent Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, some of these neurodegenerative diseases. And the other thing they're finding, especially with children, and this is going back with my teaching background, is especially children with ADHD, some of the executive functioning issues, and some of the other issues, that our brain, that those omega-3s are so important for cognitive and academic performance. And basically, to make a long story short, if you think of an electrical wire is insulated to help make the electric impulses move through carefully. Well, our brain cells, we have this thing called a myelin sheath around our nerve cells, and it frays over time. And so omega-3 in particular actually helps that, so that we are getting these messages in our brain to function and to work properly, quickly, and efficiently. So I know that was a whole thing about it. I didn't mean to get so far into it, but healthy fats are so important. So we got the lean proteins with throughout the day, healthy fats, and then my favorite, fruits and vegetables. I cannot tell you the importance of fruits and vegetables enough about how important your fruits and vegetables are.
We have another guest here. Hello, Bongay. Good morning to you too. Thank you for
Bongay.
If you have any questions, just give us a comment and then let Holly know about your questions. So, who do you work with?
I work with children and families, and that's a lot of fun for me because I work with, when I work with families, I do things like pantry makeovers, where we're actually go in your pantry. We go over the ingredients and label reading. I teach the kids about traffic light eating, which is a fun way of understanding red light, green light, yellow light foods. And then we make a list of better choices for some of these processed foods that we have. And we talk about how to shop in a supermarket. So I really try to make it fun. And then I work with some teenagers about more of the attitude and self-image and this diet mentality and how it's actually very harmful.
Mhm.
I work with pregnant ladies, nursing moms, about how your nutrition changes when you're pregnant, prenatal, postnatal, and nursing moms as well, what you need to do for that. And of course, I work with adults, especially those that are preparing for their older years, and we call them prime timers, people that are basically preparing to age. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty broad range.
That is nice. So we get to know more about your business. So tell us, how can we help you? What are the three good referrals for you?
Great question. I love anything to do with health and wellness. So I'm passionate about working with families, about even just teaching families about some of these tools that we can use, and hopefully they, utilize them later in life.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm just looking for people that don't necessarily want my health coaching, but want to actually talk about something simple as adding more fruits and vegetables. So I have a great product out there called Juice Plus, and it's been great for a lot of families that just want to add more fruits and vegetables. I'm also a big gardener, so I love talking about gardening. So anybody that wants to chat about veggie gardens, gardening in general, or even growing fruits and vegetables inside your own house. So I'm pretty open to speaking with a lot of people.
You want to share us something on the screen?
Yes, I do actually. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me here.
Yes.
Give me 1 second to pull it up. All right. All right, Melissa, I think you might have to hit it so that you can see it. Can you guys see that? Unfortunately, I apologize. It's not able to get bigger, but basically I had mentioned that I follow the 4 pillars of health with everybody that I work with. And that means the 4 pillars are the lean living, basically. Is lean standing for lifestyle, exercise, attitude, and nutrition. And so I really incorporate that with everybody that I work with, no matter what age you are, no matter where you are in your health journey. For instance, a great lifestyle tip is drink half your body weight of water in ounces every day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you need at least 100 ounces of water every day, not even if you work out. That's the minimum. So drinking water, how important that is, that's a lifestyle tip. And so I mentioned, I do a lot with attitude. We talk about activity and exercise, and of course, nutrition, which I absolutely love talking about.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Can you share us one good tip that help others to grow?
Grow, in business, or grow in health?
It's up to you. Growing in business, it's up to you.
Okay. All right. This is a little general, but I believe in following your heart, and I am passionate about working with people and helping people, whether they use my services or not. That's just something that I feel good about. I feel I can make a difference, especially with children in their lifestyle and eating. So my suggestion is follow your passion. And if you're not there right now, find out what is your calling, because having a job is very different than a calling. I believe what I do to me is a calling. This is what I feel I was meant to do. I love teaching, and I love educating myself, constantly learning myself. So I just keep learning and keep growing and find what you love to do.
Okay, so we have a question here. So some veggies make me bloated, broccoli and most greens. Why is that, and what do I do?
So great question. So there's a lot of veggies, the green veggies in particular, are very high fiber, which is very important for our digestive system, with our health, keeping us regular. I mean, for many reasons. So sometimes some people are sensitive to that. There also could be some underlying conditions. And that's more general. There are some people who have some sensitivities to certain foods, and that's something that is more individual. But I would say some people have definitely sensitivities more to the fiber content. So some people have to start small and eat a small amount at a time, or pair it with certain foods, like beans in particular. Also, some people get very bloated. Then there's also the issue of sensitivity. Some people have gluten sensitivities, and that will cause bloating as well. So it's very individual, and I can't really give a specific answer, because once again, it's very personalized. A lot of issues with vegetables, especially for people that aren't eating them regularly, is that they're very fiber rich, and so sometimes it's harder for your body to digest them. But that does not mean don't eat them. You just have to work your way up to them.
So so we got to know your business. So I want to know more about you personally. So what is your superpower?
Oh boy. Okay. My superpower is, that's a tough one. I really love connecting with kids, and I feel that you have to respect kids and let them feel almost like a sense of a power, a sense of control. And I feel that I think I can relate well with kids, and they don't feel threatened when they talk with me. So I don't know if that's a superpower, but something that I feel like I can connect with kids.
And who is Hallie Steinberg?
Oh, well, first and foremost, I'm a wife and mom, and that is super important, and a dog mom. So, what I do, my kids are my life. So what I do is for my kids. I just love being a mom, and I love my children, to no end, as well as my husband. So I would say I'm a family person. I'm also a spiritual person, and I believe in we are all have love within us, and that we all can be connected through love. So I don't know. I just try to be very authentic in who I am, and some people like it, some people don't, but it is who I am.
This is a new question for me. A new question for what I've been asking for my attendees. What are you going to tell when you were young? When you were young, what are you going to tell yourself?
Oh, you mean go back in time?
Go back in time.
Ooh, that's a boy. I feel like I'm in a therapy session.
Let's tell more about you.
I know. I think I would say, especially as I was younger, believe in yourself, because I always had so many questions about, my decisions. I tend to be a perfectionist, so I want to do things right. I think it just follow your gut and believe in yourself. I feel like I'm at that point now more than I was, but I think younger it would have been even better.
Are you kind of like a entrepreneur when you were a kid?
Yes, I have to tell you, I was so into wanting to make inventions. I love inventing things, even though I don't necessarily have patents, but I always try to think innovatively. And when I was a kid, this is kind of funny. I must have read a book about someone who was blind, and I wanted to create a globe, because remember back, in the 80s when I was a kid, globes were, that's how you saw the world. We don't have the internet and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a globe where people, if you didn't know Braille, you could smell certain products of a country. And you know where it was. So like if a country's known for cocoa beans or some sort, it would smell like cocoa. If a country's known for, I don't know, mango, it would smell like mango. I don't know. I was like 8 years old. I was so cool.
Yeah. And still you're connected with food.
You're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm in a therapy session here. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
that's right. That's funny. I didn't even think about that.
See, ladies and gentlemen, to see how awesome my Coffee Connect attend is. This is how I promote local businesses from my Coffee Connect attendees. I always tell them, you are my product. I want to showcase you. So that's why this is what I did for my Coffee and Conversations. I started with my Coffee Connect attendees. So tell us about your experience at my Coffee Connect.
Well, it's been great. And I have to tell you, I went to every single one. I didn't miss one. I enjoyed them thoroughly, because I'm all about relationships and building connections. And I love hearing about people. And I feel like I met so many great people that I would normally have gotten a chance to meet. And I've made some really great collaborations, thankfully. And so I just had so much fun, and I look forward to them every week. And sometimes when they were 2 in a week, I was extra excited.
That's good. And then this September, I'm going to have 3 events in a day. So we are going to have that's a lot. It's my full-time job. And I'm really trying to connect the global. So because 8 o'clock is like 1:10 in London, and something like that is kind of like applicable to some of the other countries. So that's why I'm trying to reach the time for everybody. And
actually, I love that, because for me, so much of what I do is now virtual for health coaching. It's great that even internationally, I can address people from all over, and for me, that's perfect.
Yes, and then, but I'm trying to remind the Philippines, like, oh my God, Philippines, this is not a peso, this is a dollar, something like that. So I have to remind them, oh, 15 pesos, something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I love the Philippines, but they are very, very into what I'm doing right now. So we have a new guest again. Who is it? Do you know her? Linda Babu.
No,
Hi.
I'm not. Hi, Linda.
Oh, hi. We're just friends. I think I'm connected with her with professionals. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? So, so tell us, what are the positive things that happened to My Coffee Connect? Share us your story.
All right, I made some amazing collaborations. I mean, I can name some people that I for instance, Stephen Green from Make the Grade. We did a podcast, and we're going to be working about how basically lifestyle nutrition affect academic performance, which I mentioned a little bit earlier. And so we did a podcast, and I'm gonna present for him during a summit. So that's been a great collaboration. He's a great guy and a great resource for many parents. I collaborated with Bongai and I'm going to be doing a session for her
Yeah.
girls group in Coatesville, and I'm very excited to talk about health and nutrition. And I made some great connections with some people that have been interested in some of my products, like the Tower Garden, and some people have really been excited about that and purchased a Tower Garden so they can grow fruits and vegetables inside. Those are just a couple of them, but I feel like every week I've made at least a couple connections where I will continue with them going forward.
You had a collaboration, and somebody bought your Tower Garden.
A couple people, yeah.
A lot of people bought a Tower Garden. How many?
Yes, people know how important it is to grow fruits and vegetables inside. Yeah, there's a lot of interest.
I wish I can do that. I don't even know if I have the green thumb to do that. I never experienced how to plant at all. But what did you say? Yeah. Yes, you did. We are both members of FCT. Yay! Welcome, Linda. For My Coffee Connect, I'm going to have a special event for September. If you are going to join us for September event, it is $60 for 2 tickets. So it's basically 30 for 2 tickets. You're going to receive 1 ticket, one for you and one for your guest, and you're going to have 2 t-shirts, one for you and for your guest. The MCC Connect. My Coffee Connect t-shirt. Basically, I'm selling the t-shirts for $25, but you will be included, plus $5 donated to AAYF, plus you are going to have a 30 minutes business conversation, coffee and conversations with Melissa, a 30 minutes conversation about you and your business, plus you are the speaker of the Business Let You See, which will be on October. You are going to have 20 minutes showcasing your expertise about your business and what you do. And it's an 1 hour event. I'm going to showcase you with another Coffee Connect attendees. So
actually, that's another one. That's another collaboration. I'm sorry, I forgot. John Young and I are doing one of the business lecture series.
And I forgot the title. What's your title for September?
We had a great one. Hold on, I'll remember it. Just keep talking and it'll come back to me.
Yes. What you call this? This is my way of helping them to collaborate more. So some of them didn't meet a Coffee Connect yet. So I just right now I am having a collaboration meeting with them, but soon I will just connect them, and then they will do the meeting, collaborate on what will be the title of their event that they're going to do that. And then thank you, Melissa. Thank you. You're welcome, Bongai. And what else? That's how because My Coffee Connect is really the beginning of building relationship. Because everybody is like, most of My Coffee Connect attendees has been telling, they feel like it's a family, because it's like they really support each other. They're really supporting. Bongai. There's a lot of people, a lot of businesses connecting with Bongai. donating $25, sponsoring the kid to end early marriages. And like with Holly, she's selling a Tower Garden. And how many did you sell for Tower Garden?
Oh, three. I mean, three for right now, but it keeps going.
Wow, that's freaking $3,000 plus, right? That is like, wow.
I'm more excited that they actually get to garden inside. That's more exciting to me than anything.
That is good. See, just one person to get already like 3,000 plus collaboration. So I'm not saying, oh, you if you join My Coffee Connect, you sell the product. It's really about you building relationship with people, because
Absolutely.
like she said, she is never absent to My Coffee Connect, and she probably the most important thing, because I'm encouraging the attendees to schedule quality connections, meet to connect after the event. That's what I'm telling them. So yeah, probably Holly is very good on connecting with people and do the follow up. So it is all up to you when you do your business, because I am here to present you professionally. I am here to present you and your business, and it's up to you to sell your products. So thank you so much for your awesome conversation. You gave a lot of nuggets.
Thank you. Can I also say, if anybody, I do a lot with my Facebook group where I just post educational things about healthy living tips. It's Holly's Healthy Living on Facebook. It's a group. Please check it out, because I really try to, educate people and inspire people. Oh, I got to drink that extra water today, or, oh, maybe I should have some more celery. I don't know.
And then where are they going to connect with you?
Well, you can go to my website at hallieshealthyliving.com. You can also reach out to me through email, halliesteinberg@gmail.com. And my name is up there, so you can see how it's spelled. But also my Facebook. I really do a lot of trying to educate on Facebook, so that would be great as well. And if you have any questions about the Tower Garden, you can certainly email me, halliesteinberg@gmail, or go to my website, but we can talk about that.
Yeah, and maybe you can Facebook message afterwards your all your contacts, your
I love it.
Website, your Facebook page, something like that, and then your community. And for me, like and follow me at Coffee and Conversations with Melissa, and subscribe with me in my YouTube, Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. You can watch this replay in my YouTube or Coffee and Conversations with Melissa. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your awesome support. And within 2 weeks, we reached 5,000. And out of that, there's 2,000 engagement and 61% for the likes for the Facebook. Thank you so much for your support by commenting, by watching our show. And it's really, you are really supporting not just me. You are supporting local businesses around the world. So thank you so much for being with us, and see you on Monday. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.